Why do many people stay stuck with thin edges for months and even years? Maybe they only need to learn one massage secret, and that is exactly what I'm sharing with you today. Now, when massaging your scalp, one wrong move can cost you losing hair and even worsen the thinning. What's more, it can cause you to lose the baby hair you've put a lot of effort to regrow. Before we get into the tutorial, I want you to understand the importance of scalp massage to our hair growth and the technique that I've been using, the massage technique or method that I've been applying on my hair and on my scalp to regrow my thinning edges. As you can see, all these were lost hair all around, and I have regrown my hair back, I have regrown my edges back, but because I had lost a great part of a bigger part of my hairline, I had to restart the locks again. Okay, I started my micro locks from the beginning, as short as they were. I had to redo it because the section that I had lost hair was big. And for now, the baby hairs that I get on my hairline, I incorporate them with the short locks that you see. So I have thick locks, thick micro locks on my edges. And so everything I'm sharing with you is from experience. It is what I have learned and what I have gone through. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ngugi, and I am a natural hair educator. I am a loctician. I do retightening. I do installation of micro locks and sister locks. I also teach people on how to heal their scalp, how to regrow your hair after hair loss, and I teach people how to take care of micro locks and natural hair altogether. What does scalp massage do? It increases blood flow on our scalp, and that blood flow, the blood is what supplies nutrients to our hair follicles. So when the blood is well supplied and it's moving on our hair follicles, it gives our hair follicles a lot of nutrients and the oxygen that our follicles need to help us to grow our hair. Okay, so when you have good circulation of blood on our hair follicles, it means that we will have very healthy hair strands. And that is why massaging our scalp is very important. Slow supply of blood. When our blood is not well circulated or is not flowing okay as it's supposed to be on our scalp, it means that our hair will grow weak, our hair will thin, and our hair will not grow in the rate that it's supposed to grow. And in worst cases, we experience no growth at all. The technique that I've been applying on my scalp is the press massage technique. And this technique increases blood flow compared to all the other massage techniques that we have. Daily massage of your scalp gives you better scalp mobility. You have better circulation of nutrients on your hair follicles. And so the follicles are able to produce very thick hair, very healthy hair, because the nutrients and the tissues are very healthy under your scalp. That is why it is very important to heal your scalp first if you want your overall hair to be healthy. You have to work on healing your scalp first before everything else. Before massaging my scalp, I make sure that my scalp is not dry. My edges are moisturized, my scalp is moisturized, and I normally apply the oils that I use to regrow my hair. Because when you apply the oils, and then you follow with a massage, what happens is the oil is very well absorbed on your scalp, and you will definitely see results because the oil has done the work that it's supposed to do. Make sure to watch the next video in this series, Edges Restoration series, because I'll be doing a video about the oils that I use to regrow my edges, the oils that I apply before every massage that I do on my scalp. Now, because you don't have to oil your hair, your scalp daily, if you are able to do the massage daily for you to see results, okay? So if you can't apply the oils daily, so what I do is I apply the oil twice a week, okay? If I apply on Monday, if I'm able to do the massage on Tuesday and Wednesday, I will not apply the oil. So I'll be applying the oil again on maybe Friday or Saturday, okay? Because you don't want to clog your pores, your hair follicles. You don't want to have the buildups and all that. We want our scalp and our edges to be very, very healthy so that the circulation can happen, so that our hair follicles can breathe, and so that we can experience growth on our edges. Now, let us get into the tutorial. Now, what do I start with? I normally start with my ear part, okay? Because for us to have scalp, blood to flow on our scalp, we have to deal with every part around our scalp. So we start with the ears part, okay? So you will divide your fingers like this, and then you will put your ear in between the fingers as I have done, and now you will start massaging. And when massaging, you are not causing friction, okay? You are just moving your skin. You're moving your skin with your fingers like I am doing. When you pull up, you pull down. This motion increases circulation around the ear area, okay? From there, what we do is we go to our neck area, okay? So what you do is you put your palm on your neck and you press using your hand like this. You start with one side. This one increases circulation of blood to your scalp. We go to our head. Now, if you have loose hair, you can't, of course, do massage when you have a ponytail. So you have to let your hair loose. It is very, very safe when you're doing it when your hair is loose, because you cannot lose hair when massaging your scalp, okay? And you can even hold your hair in a loose style when doing the massage. We don't want to lose any hair. We don't want to stress our scalp or put tension on our scalp. If you have just redone your retightening, I normally advise my clients to avoid massaging for maybe 3 days, 4 days, so that your growth can loosen, your retightening can loosen, and so that you can be able to massage your scalp. We want to increase circulation of blood and blood flow around our scalp, okay? So you go to the ear part. Now you start pulling your ear outwards, okay? You start with the bottom part of your ear. You come to the middle part. You go to the top part like I'm doing. The next thing we do with your ear is you hold your ear like that, and then you pull it up. Pull it up. The next thing that you'll do is you'll put your fingertips on your scalp, moving up and down on your scalp now. And we are using the fingertips, okay? We are not using our nails at all. So you put your fingertips on your nails and you're pulling your scalp up and down like I'm doing. Making sure that you don't put any friction on your scalp. You move the scalp, not your fingers, okay? Yeah, like that and like that. Now you come to your edges, okay? We are very much focusing on our edges. So when you're massaging your edges, what you do is you put your fingertips on your edges, and what you do is you pull your your scalp, your edges backwards, and then front, backwards, and then front. The thing we are insisting here is pressing, putting pressure, pressing on your scalp. That is the most important thing. Do it again, the other part of your scalp. You can do it at the nape part, behind your neck, your head. You can do it, but here is a bit uncomfortable. So what I do is I support one of my palm to do the massage back there, like that. Yes. Your scalp, okay? You do the pulling in all angles. You do the pulling. Like that. The next thing that you do is you put the entire of your palm on your scalp like this. And so the part that you put pressure is this part of your palm, and you use it to move your skin, your scalp. You use these parts to move your scalp like that. We are through with the massaging, and you will make sure that you do the pressing on all parts of your head. Do it on the front part, the edges, the crown part, everywhere, even the nape part and your temples, because you need the circulation everywhere on your scalp. Now, I know you may have questions about this, and my clients normally ask me these questions. How long am I supposed to do this massage? Now, as we've said before, you do this massage minimum 3 minutes. So if you have time, you can do it even longer according to your schedule. Now, you can do this massage daily, okay? If you also have time, and you can skip this massage with 2 days. So you'll be doing the massage thrice a week, okay? It will still be effective. The other question that I am normally asked is, okay, you can do them, but how is this massage better than the others? Okay, now with this massage, you're not using any tool. You're only using your palms, okay? And you can even do it anywhere. You can do it when you're in your bed. You can do it while watching TV. You can do it while, having your family around, you're having time with your family, and you can still do the massage. You can do it yourself at home, and it is very, very, very safe for your hair. There's one point I need to add on this, okay? If you want to have enough circulation of blood and blood flow on your scalp and your entire body. You have to be active. You have to do exercises. You have to run. You have to squat. You have to, all the exercises that you are able to do, please do them because they help you in blood flow and circulation of blood all over your body, your scalp, your skin, everywhere. Exercises are very, very important when it comes to blood stimulation of our hair follicles. If you do smoke, know that smoking reduces scalp blood flow and it increases oxidative stress on our hair follicles. So please avoid smoking because that will ruin your follicles, will ruin your hair growth. You will lose hair. Although the pressing scalp massage or technique is the best because they also help with blood flow, but this is the best massage technique that I know that have worked for me. So you can try it out. You can try it and give me your feedback. Now, I would like to know from you what massage technique you're using and what do you think about this technique? Have you ever used it before? Have you heard about it? How is your edges? How are your edges? How did they behave after the massage that you tried? Please talk to me in the comment section. Make sure to like this video, please. We want to help as many women and men as possible. You do on your hair. There's combing if you have loose hair. There's parting of your scalp. There are other very many different options. The others are also effective. Okay, there's parting. There's massaging, and there are some people who use tools. There's some people who use brushes. Okay, to very much emphasize is doing it with a lot of care. Okay, don't be aggressive on your scalp when using those tools. There are brushes that people use. There are small brushes that are used for stimulating blood flow on your edges. Please use them with caution. Massage, whichever technique you're using, when you do it aggressively, that will worsen your edges. It will worsen your thinning. You have to be very gentle. And when you're using the tools that help people do the massage, the brushes, or the other tools that are used, be very gentle. Don't be aggressive because we are taking care of already fragile edges. So if you're aggressive, what you'll do is you destroy the follicles, you'll destroy the already grown baby hairs. So you have to be very keen on that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love and support. We are growing back our edges, okay? And I'll see you in my next video.